Hello all, welcome. So in continuation to the series that we are doing, we'll talk about three quick tips or quick changes in Business Central 2021 Release Wave 2. Now these three changes are pretty small, so I thought to club them together and they'll not take much time because either I don't know them in that detail, but I just want to talk about those. So let's look at the first look at the Microsoft article which talks about account schedules, budget name filter for columns, and more template added. And then we'll look it into the product. So with this, what Microsoft have done is I have added more analysis views for on as the demo data in the Cronus environment that we get, and then there is a new field added into the column layout option, which is the budget field. So let's quickly have a look at in Business Central. So if I look for analysis views, okay, let me see what that was. Account schedules, sorry. So if we look at the account schedules, I'm pretty sure that there are more of those. Earlier there were pretty less, but now I see at least 10 or 12 account schedules that can be used or can be used to create your own views, as Microsoft says that these are based on the dummy data that is created in the Cronus environment. So you can surely kind of create a copy similar to this. At the same time, let's quickly look into the column layout setup. And now there is this new field called budget name, which also have a master so that you can keep a list of all your budget names. And there are most of the common fields that are required, which are global dimensions, budget dimensions, and also there is an option to block these budget views, GL budgets. So I'm pretty sure someone else will be able to explain it more than me, so I'll leave it there, but that's one area which has been enhanced in 2021 Release Wave 2. Now let's move and see what's in add additional columns through personalization in various pages to get more insight. So with Business Central SaaS, Microsoft is able to understand how fields are being added, which fields are being required. At the same time, using Idea website, people post fields that they want to be exposed in different pages. As we all understand, there are so many fields behind the scene in the tables, which are not all of them are not exposed on the pages. So with this change in this release, BC19 release, Microsoft have added more fields that in the page design so that they can be added via personalization on the pages if a user needs it. So like on get receipt line, there are new fields that user can add for order number, vendor order number, shipment number and all. In the same way, there are so many pages where these fields are added. But I want to take a minute on this and talk about it. Now, if you are a partner and as a developer, you might have added these fields for your customers already in your extensions because they needed it before this release, and you didn't change the field name, and I'm just saying the field name, not the source name, with your prefixes, then your extension will fail, and you'll have to make sure that you remove those fields because now those fields are available in the page designed by Microsoft in the base application. So it's not a big change technically also, but you can test out your extensions, pertinent extension, using the build pipelines and then identify which one of them are failing and fix if there are any issues. But you should start testing those because the product is available and we all have 60 days to make sure that our extensions are ready for Business Central 19. So that was all about it. Let's quickly have a look on chart of account overview page and the title says aligning column with chart of account page. Now let's look at the Microsoft article. It talks about the chart of account page displays account in a hierarchical list for fast access, right? But if you have more GL accounts in your chart of account and your chart of account is a little bit big, then it gets time consuming where you have to scroll for various information. In those cases, it's easier to have a quick look for these fields on the chart of account overview page. But in the previous version, the chart of account overview page didn't have more fields, so it was not that much usable for the users who use that page, right? The chart of account overview. So now let's quickly look at the central chart of account overview and see what has been changed. So if you open chart of account overview, if you see there are so many fields available now, not just the net change and balance, but there are more fields available, and at the same time it also gives you the same view as your chart of account gives you to collapse and expand different indented fields which are grouped in different categories. So this was the another quick change in the December 2021 release wave 2. That's all for today. Do subscribe to the channel because these videos will come so frequent and you'll keep on getting updates. Thank you. See you tomorrow.